conflict, conflict,
not listening,
accusations,
blaming,
name calling,
insult,
prejudice,
close-mindedness,
put downs,
conflict,
name calling,
sarcasm, teasing,
threatening,
bossing,
bullying,
conflict,
name calling,
conflict,
put downs,
bullying, hating,
conflict,
threatening,
bossing,
hate,
close-mindedness,
bullying,
ignoring,
conflict,
prejudice,
hating,
threatening,
conflict,
put downs,
bullying,
lying,
conflict,
hate,
close-mindedness,
name calling,
conflict,
put downs,
ignoring,
teasing,
conflict,
accusations,
prejudice,
hate,
sarcasm,
put downs,
close-mindedness,
teasing,
prejudice.
My name is Dan Stratton, and after nearly 2 decades of learning various peacemaking skills and developing programs to teach them, I've come up with a roadmap for peacemaking called Peace DNA. Peace DNA is a way to navigate conflict and disagreement and how to help others do the same. In this short video, you will learn what is Peace DNA, how does it work, and how can you use Peace DNA in your everyday kinds of conflict. Peace DNA can diagnose the peacemaking process. It can reveal a dysfunctional point of view. And it can provide a step-by-step method for navigating conflict in a peaceful and strategic way.
That makes sense to me.
Are you saying?
Peacefully.
Peacefully, of course.
Yes, that's right.
Teasing, threatening, bullying are all options. Are there others?
Yes.
Peace DNA uses essential questions like a roadmap uses bridges and roads and features of the map in order to show a step-by-step way to get to where it is you want to go.
To navigate conflict.
Peacefully.
The whole point of an essential question is that it's not looking for an answer.
It's offering guidance.
The first Peace DNA essential question is, are you ready and willing to solve this problem peacefully? Which means no fouls.
Are you good with this piece?
Are you cool with this peace thing?
And willing
Stop.
right now.
Are you ready and
Are you cool with this
Are you good with this peace thing?
Stop.
Are you good with
Are you
this
cool with
peace
this peace thing?
No.
Are you good
Ready
with
and
this
willing
peace
to
thing?
listen, talk, and try peacemaking?
Remember that any essential question can use whatever words you think are best. It doesn't really matter if you ask this question out loud. If the listener's actions demonstrate a yes, then go on to the next question. The next 3 essential questions in Peace DNA asks about facts, feelings, and opinions. These 3 questions make up a point of view. What happened? How did you feel? And why did you feel that way about what happened? When it comes to the point of view facts, the essential question is, what happened?
Stop. What's the problem?
What happened?
What's going
Stop.
on?
What's the problem?
What's going on?
Stop.
What
Why would you
happened
say
after
that?
Why would you say that?
Stop. Why would you say that?
And what
Stop
about
happened
before
then.
that?
What's going
Why
on?
would you say that?
What happened next?
Why would you say that?
It doesn't matter how you ask an essential question. It only matters that you can answer it. The next essential question is about feelings. Not the facts that everyone can agree to, but the feelings that are a fact only for the person feeling them. What emotions they feel, what they can believe in. The essential question is, how did you feel about what happened?
How did that make you
What
feel?
emotions does that make you feel?
What feelings did that give you?
What feelings
that
did
make
that
you
give
What
you?
So you
emotions
feel-
does that make you
How did
feel?
what
How
happened
did that
make you
make you
feel?
What happened?
How
make
did
you
what
feel?
happened
So you
make you
feel
feel?
What
What
feelings
emotions
did
did that make you
What
feel?
emotions does that
What
make you
emotions
feel?
feelings
does
did that give
make
you?
you feel?
So you feel what?
What?
The final point of view question in Peace DNA asks about opinions, what the facts and the feelings together mean to the person. That question is, why did you feel that way about what happened?
Why did it
Like you
happen?
thought it
Why
was
did you
time to
feel
do
that
something.
way about what happened?
was
Why
it
did you react that
So
way?
you
Why
feel...
did
What
you
did
feel
that
that
mean?
way about what happened?
What did
What
that
were
mean?
you
Why did that
expecting?
Why did that matter?
Why did
Do
you
you
feel
mean that
that
you
way
thought it
about
was
what
time to
Why
do
did you
happened?
feel that
What
way
did that
about what
mean?
happened?
What did
So now the conditions are held for peacemaking with the question, are you ready and willing to solve this problem peacefully? Which means no fouls. The positions or points of view have been thoroughly explored with the facts and opinions. It's time now for the remedy. The next Peace DNA essential question, the first essential question for remedy is, what do you want now to solve this problem peacefully?
What do you want to have happen now to solve this
Is there
problem?
another?
What do you want to have happen now?
Is there
to solve this
another?
problem?
Blaming is an
Happen now.
option. Is there
Violence is an
another?
option. Is there
Blaming
another?
What do you
is
want
an
to have
option.
happen
Is there
now?
another?
Blaming
What
is an
do you want
option.
After hearing what the other person wants, it's time for the next essential question, which is, what will you do now to solve this problem peacefully?
Are you willing to do what they want?
What will you do now
Are you
solve
willing to
this
do what they
problem
want?
peacefully?
What will you do now
will you do
to
now
solve this
to
problem?
solve this problem?
Peacefully.
The final piece DNA essential question is a little different because it simply asks, is this problem solved peacefully?
That makes sense to me.
You can see that Peace DNA uses essential questions to give us direction in solving our conflict. Now that you've seen how the Peace DNA is built, let's take a quick look at how each part works, starting with the first question. Are you ready and willing to solve this problem peacefully? And that means no fouls. Fouls in conflict are like fouls in sports. They're unfair ways to behave. They're usually focused on the person and not the problem, so they make the other person defensive and invite a return foul, which leads to foul plus a foul equals conflict.
I was pissed because they started it. I was doing nothing wrong.
You're a fool if you think you're going to get away with that.
I saw you do it and then you try to walk away.
So the main point of this first question is to avoid making fouls and focusing on the problem and not the person. When using Peace DNA for your own situation, you don't have to actually ask the question out loud. If the other person shows a willingness to be ready and willing, then go ahead with the next step. Use caution, but you can go ahead and move on. Remember, when it comes to helping others, you can hold the speaker to their agreement to be ready and willing, which means no fouls. There are, in fact, two different points of view in every conflict. It's helpful when helping others finish exploring one point of view completely before moving on to the next. Asking what happened is about the facts, nothing but the fact. This includes what happened just before and just after the problem. Get the whole story.
What happened right before that? What happened next?
Asking how did you feel? The second point of view question is about the truth, the emotions that were created by the facts, the what happened. This truth can be as strong as any fact. A point of view truth is best described in one word, like happy, sad, mad, confused, angry.
I was surprised because I hardly know her.
I was mad because they started it.
Confident and mad, later a little embarrassed.
I was mad and confused because I don't know why she doesn't like me.
It is helpful to tell your truth with the familiar words, to tell you the truth, as in, to tell you the truth, I felt angry when you came up on me like that. Or, to tell you the truth, I felt surprised that you would talk to me that way. Asking, why did you feel that way about what happened, is asking for the meaning of what happened, or in other words, when the truth and the fact are combined. In my opinion, one of the biggest problems in peacemaking is when someone mistakes their opinion as fact. This is what I call a faux fact or a faked fact.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
Like they were trying to start a fight and get me in trouble.
Like I said, he walked up on me, I had to defend myself.
He was looking at me in a disrespectful way, so I flipped him off.
To address a faux fact and work through it, simply use the words, in your opinion, behind a rephrase. Are you saying that in your opinion, whatever happened? And now you're dealing back with the facts and not just the opinions mistaken as a fact.
Are you saying that in your opinion I'm not a winner?
Are you saying that in your opinion I'm being disrespectful?
Also, each completed point of view should be rephrased to ensure understanding and agreement before continuing. To rephrase, just change the words of what the person was saying and add the words, are you saying? That makes it a question. That increases the listening, interest, and understanding. Plus, when they say yes, you get agreement, which is the cornerstone of any peacemaking.
Rephrasing is the most important tool in peacemaking.
Rephrasing is not an essential question.
Rephrasing creates agreement.
In mediation, each position is rephrased for agreement.
When helping others and doing your rephrase of a point of view, be sure and include all three elements, facts, truths, and opinions. Also, regardless of what part you play in Peace DNA, it's a good practice to listen carefully and thoughtfully. The remedy questions are pretty straightforward, and the only comment I make about them here is that when helping others, each person should be asked what they want and hear what the other person wants before going on to what they're willing to do. That way, when they say what they're willing to do, it can better match what it is the other person wants. Also, agreeing to disagree is a perfectly acceptable remedy. The final Peace DNA question, is this problem solved peacefully, does not ask for information about peacemaking. It asks information about the result. Were you successful? And this is important for both people to agree and create sustainability. If the answer to this final question is no, then you use the Peace DNA to diagnose where the problem is by backstepping and then go directly to where the blockage is in a strategic way. We're going to know exactly what to talk about, whether it's going to be truths, facts, or opinions. Or is it a matter of being ready and willing? Or is it a matter of what it is that they want? These are important questions. A couple notes I want to make here before moving on to the next part. The first of these is the conflict equation, which says that a foul plus a foul equal conflict. Well, when somebody fouls you and you choose to foul them back, you are choosing conflict. Both people become defensive and both people become focused on the people rather than the problem. If you choose to ask them a question instead, you choose the path of peace. And the way to do that is with what's called the foul buster. And you can find out what the foul buster is at karatesmissingpeace.com. To better understand how to navigate a point of view, it's better to think in terms of a truth rather than emotion. Dealing with a truth is a lot different than dealing with an opinion.